Hi, my name is Tashnique, and this is my story. So on February 12th of 2025, I received a call shortly after a standard team meeting from my supervisor telling me that my federal contract had been terminated and I had to cease work immediately. So in my 34 years of living, that was probably the worst phone call that I've ever received, just considering the fact that I've been working since I was a preteen, and because I'm Jamaican, don't know if you ever met a Jamaican without a job, but we definitely always have one. So it's definitely really challenging to receive that news. Unemployment is super challenging for a variety of reasons. For one, you have to watch people around you get ready for work. You listen to your peers talk about your jobs or talk about their jobs. I had to watch my savings deplete because I have a mortgage, I have utilities, I have a 4-year-old at home that just does not stop eating. So really challenging in that aspect. What's also challenging is just trying to land a job. I would, tweak my resume, do excessive research on the company, make it to the final rounds, and even at some points receive a job offer, all for me to have to start completely over. It got so bad to the point where I asked God, is this a joke? Are you playing with me right now? Because why am I getting to the end and having to start all the way back over? But I realized that I needed Jesus when I started to covet other people's joy and happiness. In October, I was, receiving lots of good news regarding my friends and, family and all those things. But I started to feel some type of way because where's my good news? Where's my congratulatory text? I'm doing everything. I'm reading my Bible, I'm praying, I'm on the worship team, doing all the things, and nothing is happening. So the end of October, last week of October, I had a job interview. And so in preparation for that interview, along with those negative thoughts that I was having, I said, let me go ahead and fast. Pastor Dustin talked about kind of just silencing the noise and the distractions. So I needed to get into the word. And so I was led to 1 Samuel 18, where we, see David and Saul's interactions. And Saul is becoming envious of David's success and popularity. And so God was basically you're acting a little bit like Saul. Yeah, you may not be plotting against anybody, but you're being envious. And that's when I was like, okay, God, I get it. He's like, I haven't called you to be envious. Envy is not a fruit of the spirit. So we have to fix that. And I was like, okay, cool. I hear you. So less than 24 hours after said interview, I got a call from my now boss, extending a job offer, in which, of course, I accepted. What I learned in this season was we are all going to suffer. Whether you're a believer or not, you're going to suffer, you're going to face hardships. But as Christians, as followers of Christ, we are called to suffer well, and that's not what I was doing. God also had to humble me and tell me what I'm doing for other people has nothing to do with you. So be grateful for where you are and what I'm doing in your life. And so, yeah, that's my story.